She always waited behind the corner where the alley met the old brick wall, a place where people rarely stopped and kindness rarely arrived. There, beside a rusty trash bin, sat her treasure, a cracked plastic bowl someone once left behind. It wasn't much. It didn't hold anything anymore. But to her tiny heart, it was hope, shaped like a circle. Every morning she walked to it on wobbly legs, peeking inside as if magic could appear overnight. A crumb, a drop, anything to remind her she mattered. Most days it stayed empty. Most days she still checked. That's how hope works in fragile hearts. It appears even when the world gives nothing back. When she saw me for the first time, she didn't run. She only lowered her head, embarrassed that her whole world fit inside a bowl that couldn't feed her. And so I sat, quietly, gently, beside her broken treasure. I didn't touch her bowl. I didn't touch her. I simply let her see something new, someone who stayed, and in her small eyes, tired but shining, I felt it, the first flicker of trust. The next day, she didn't hide. Her tiny paws carried her one hesitant step forward, then another, as though each inch of ground between us was heavy with fear and hope blended together. She stopped halfway, close enough to see me clearly, far enough to still feel safe if she needed to run. She didn't meow, she didn't beg, she only looked. That look wasn't hunger for food, Ike. It was hunger for gentleness, for belonging, for someone to whisper without words. You're safe now. Her tail curled around her body like she was hugging herself, protecting the last pieces of her brave little heart. So I sat again, still, soft, letting silence become friendship. I didn't move first. I didn't speak. I let her choose the pace of healing, and she did, slowly, gently, beautifully, in tiny, breath-sized moments. Healing doesn't come like thunder. It arrives like this, one brave paw print closer to love. It happened just after sunrise. She walked toward me, not rushing, just determined in the quiet way survivors often are. When she reached where I sat, she paused, lifting one paw like she wasn't sure whether to retreat or leap into a new world. Then, tap. Her tiny paw touched my shoe, feather-light, trembling, as if she was asking permission to exist beside someone. I didn't move, didn't breathe too loudly. That paw carried every moment she had spent alone, every night she curled into herself to stay warm, every dream she whispered without sound. That tap was not a touch. It was a question. Can I trust you? I lowered my hand slowly to the ground, palm open, offering nothing but peace. She didn't step back. She didn't flinch. She only blinked, and low, soft, brave. And in that blink, she offered her heart the tiniest glimpse of safety. Some touches aren't physical. They are soul first. Food sat in a small dish in front of her. Real food, warm and kind. The kind that smells like comfort instead of desperation. She stared at it, not eating right away. Hunger wasn't the challenge. Trust was. When you've lived a life where every gift has a shadow, even kindness feels suspicious. A bird chirped above. Somewhere far away, a car door closed. But in our little corner of the world, time paused for a kitten, deciding whether to believe good things were real. Finally, she leaned forward. Slow, delicate, like she was afraid the world would punish her for hoping. The first bite was tiny. The second was steady. By the third, her eyes softened and her body loosened. She wasn't just eating food. She was tasting safety. And with every chew, she whispered to the universe, maybe I am allowed to live softly too. That evening, she didn't return to her cold hiding spot. She walked instead toward the blanket I had placed near the wall, still cautious, but guided by something deeper than fear. She circled once, twice, then tucked her tiny body into the fabric like she was learning what comfort felt like for the first time. Her breathing slowed. Her head rested gently on her paws. For a moment, her ears twitched, listening for danger, remembering the world she came from. But no danger came, only calm, only warmth, only quiet love surrounding her without touch or demand. And then she slept, truly slept, belly exposed, paws relaxed, dreams replacing survival. That's how animals say, I finally feel safe. Not with words, with rest. Some rescues end when they are found. This one began when she finally closed her eyes without fear.